Is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Good evening and welcome once again to the Mini Dome on the campus of Shelton High School for South Sound Conference Boys Basketball. I'm Dedrick Allen and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. Tonight, the Shelton Highclimbers host the Peninsula Seahawks. Highclimbers come into the game with a 7-10 overall record, 3-8 in the SSC. Shelton is coming off a 66-64 loss to Central Kitsap Wednesday. The Seahawks are 10-6 on the season, 6-5 in the conference. Peninsula beat Gig Harbor Wednesday 55-46 and has a 2-game winning streak. This is the second meeting of the season between the Highclimbers and the Seahawks. Peninsula won the first game 58-42 on January 3rd. In that game, the Highclimbers couldn't overcome low scoring in the first and third quarters, while the Seahawks had 3 players score in double digits. Seth Castler had 17 points, Jared Brinkman added 13 points, and Elijah McLaughlin chipped in 10. Shelton was led in the loss by Ty Thompson's 13 points and Caleb Hitzman's 11. Looking at the history of this series, the Highclimbers have won 4 of 6 games against Peninsula, but the Seahawks have won the last 2. The last Shelton win over Peninsula was 63-59 on January 4th of last year. With only 3 games left in the regular season, every game is important. The Seahawks are 4th in the standings, while the Climbers are 6th. A win tonight could put one team in a better playoff position. Coming up on the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show, we talk with Shelton coach Derek Pringle. It's South Sound Conference Boys Basketball, the Peninsula Seahawks at the Shelton Highclimbers, next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, Maple Glen Senior Living, State Farm agent Melanie Bacala, and Electro Delights.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Ready for a swift kick of energy? Try Electro Delights Citrus Bars, formulated by mad scientists to give you boosts of superb human energy while replacing what your body loses during exercise, preventing painful muscle cramps, and revitalizing your body and mind. Each Electro Delights bar is all natural, caffeine-free, gluten-free, vegan, and packed with electrolytes. Based on a traditional Turkish delight candy recipe, they're delicious with only 55 calories. For more information and to order Electro Delights, check out electrodelights.com.
Call you back. Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there.
What a day.
With car insurance for when things go wrong,
What a day!
but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Mini Dome. I'm Dedrick Allen, top of the stands across from the scorer's table on the west side of the Mini Dome. It is now time to talk with the coach.
Coach Derek Pringle, missed your last game. Sounded like, looking at the final score, it sounded like a good one, but looking more into it, he had a big lead and didn't work out.
Yeah, actually it was a good game. We had a slow start out, and then we picked up in the first quarter. Second quarter we won. Third quarter was kind of even out. And then I think like 4:15 left in the fourth quarter, we started having some mishaps. It's like, turnover after turnover, and our shots wasn't falling. And they went on a 24-15 for that quarter. They won that quarter. And number 2, Zion Archer, who's their leading scorer, we shut him down to 2 in the first half. He had 17 in the fourth. And that was a big difference. And we did tie it up like about a minute and 30. It was going back and forth. They go up by 3. We hit a 3. It was going back and forth. And then we had the foul, so we went to the free throw line. That's how we lost the game.
So what do you take away from that type of a loss?
The guys took it hard because they really wanted. Because if we would have won that, we would have been locked in the fifth, which would be a better seed. Right. And they wanted that, and so they kind of like, it's watching them feel that pain of losing, because I'm waiting for them to feel it, but they haven't felt it. And then they know, hey, we got to finish all the way through. So it's a good life lesson for a young group.
So tonight you get Peninsula. You kind of had, when I was looking at the box scores, the last time you played them, you kind of had a letdown in a couple of quarters, and otherwise you played them evenly. Yeah,
first quarter was a bad quarter for us up there. It's right after the break, and everybody wasn't into it. So we ended up coming back. Jason Kenyon had 3 fouls in the first quarter, so we had to sit him. So we had to put more pressure on Caleb, and so we had him do that and run the 1. And it just got some rebound, and then we picked it up in the second quarter. I think that from the second all the way out was pretty even. I think we won the fourth quarter. We got back down within 12. I think we ended up losing like about 14 maybe. Something like that. Yeah. They came out shooting lights out at their gym. But they just came back from Idaho too that weekend, a big tournament, so they were still good. So tonight it's better. Kids back in school, we got their mind right. Finals over with, so we're ready to play.
Okay. Now we talked a little bit about you mentioned the number 5 seed, the number 6 seed. Looks like you're going to be number 6.
Yeah.
Do you look ahead to who you might match up, or you want to get through the last couple games?
Already did. We had to play Lincoln.
Yeah.
They number 1 up in the PCL. And so they 17-0 right now. So we know Lincoln from the past when we was in the Narrows League.
Yeah.
So it's nothing new. A lot of these kids was freshmen when we played them in that league up there. So number 1 can go down like number 6 can go down.
Right.
So we try to do our best and go against them up there.
Tough road though.
Tough road to where you got to go. The good thing is we have to go down south. I'm glad we don't have to. Up there, we'll take 45 minutes.
Right, that's right. Travel is difficult, sometimes even more just to get there.
Yeah.
But you got to get it tonight, you got to get the next 2.
The next 2, yeah. Our goal is we got tonight. This is a tough one tonight. We got a tough one on Tuesday against Tim now, who just lost to North Thurston at the buzzer by 2.
Yeah.
And so, that's going to be tough. We had a tough time down there in the first quarter, but we came back. I think we lost by maybe 20 at their place, something like that, roughly. We played a better second half. Then we got Yale, who was in the spot that we were last year. Right. But they still fighting, so we're not taking nobody lightly. Our goal is to get these next 3 games. We accomplish one of our goals, get to the playoffs. The other goal is, I told them I need to have 10-win season, my first while I'm here at Shelton. I haven't had one, I've been close. I want 10 wins. And so that's our goal tonight.
Well, let's get it started tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
That's Shelton coach Derek Pringle. Now, let's see, about an hour and a half ago, I guess now. And we will have starting lineups and more of the Maple Glen pregame show in just a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living in Shelton. Find out for yourself by scheduling a tour to see the senior living community at 1700 North 13th Loop. Call 360-427-0300 to set up a time, or you can attend one of Maple Glen's community events. Maple Glen is holding a movie night on January 28th. For more information and to RSVP for one of these events, call Maple Glen at 360-427-0300. The Shelton basketball teams are heading to the West Central Southwest District Tournament, and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will bring you all the action. From the tip-off to the final buzzer of every playoff game, the Highclimber girls and boys play in the 16-team double elimination tournaments. You can show your support for Shelton High School athletics by becoming a broadcast sponsor. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, right now for more information.
Other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
And we're back here at the Mini Dome. A little bit late of a start. The JV game went a little bit longer. The fourth quarter took a lot longer than the usual 8 minutes, it seemed. But the Highclimbers came away with a victory over the Peninsula in the JV game. This game coming up here, it's the varsity version. And I think it's time to get right into the starting lineups here on the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. Oh, that's right. I've got to change something. Hold on a second here. Well, we'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The Shelton basketball teams are heading to the West Central Southwest District Tournament, and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will bring you all the action. From the tip-off to the final buzzer of every playoff game, the Highclimber girls and boys play in the 16-team double elimination tournaments. You can show your support for Shelton High School athletics by becoming a broadcast sponsor. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, right now for more information.
All right, there's your starting five for both teams. We'll start out with the Peninsula Seahawks. Is Sam Miller, a 6'2" senior. Dane Jackson, a 6'1" junior. Seth Costellar, a 6'4" senior. Jared Brinkman, a 5'11" senior. And Dustin Baker, a 6'1" senior. So that's Miller, Jackson, Costellar, Brinkman, and Baker. For the Highclimbers, Travis Colbinson getting the starting nod as usual. Ty Thompson, as usual. Jason Kenyon, as usual. But Caleb Hitzman is getting the start tonight, along with Casey Badia Brown. We're about ready to do the national anthem. So we will step aside. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Call you back. Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there.
What a day.
With car insurance for when things go wrong,
What a day!
but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Starting lineups being announced here in the Mini Dome. I'm Diedrich Allen. We'll give them to you one more time. Sam Miller, Dane Jackson, Seth Costellar, Jared Brinkman, and Dustin Baker for Peninsula. For the Highclimbers, a change in the lineup a little bit. Travis Colbinson still starting. Ty Thompson still starting. Jason Kenyon still starting. Caleb Hitzman is a different starter, along with Casey Badia Brown. Casey is a junior at 5'10", and Caleb is a junior at 6 foot. Matching up, the Highclimbers and Seahawks pretty close to even here on height-wise. We'll see how they match up. I know that the one of the top leading scorers from the last game between these two teams, Elijah McLaughlin, is not playing tonight, and Tyler Spurlock also out tonight for Peninsula. So we'll see how that affects them. And maybe if you are, what do they call it, betting man, or the odds favors, or whatever you might say, might be favoring Shelton at this point. The Seahawks are out there. They're in their green uniforms, white letters and white stripes on the shorts, and the Highclimbers will come out with their white letters, or their white jerseys and shorts with red letters and a black Shelton on it. Looks like Ty Thompson will step in center court, center circle, against Seth Costellar. And we're about ready to get underway. Thank everybody for tuning in. All right, 2-0 is our score. Almost a minute gone here in the first quarter. Peninsula on top. Apologize. Lost connection for some reason. Jason Kenyon with it. High post feed to Badia Brown. Out to Hitzman. Hitzman for 3. That's the loft. Rebound. Ty Thompson had it, and he's fouled on the floor. Apologize. We, for some reason, lost connection there. I think it might be all the kids jumping around up here. Baseline inbounds for Shelton. Jason Kenyon will trigger the play, get it in, and it's thrown away. Nice ball handling, and here comes, who is that? Brinkman, I believe. Yes, it is. His outlet stolen away. Here comes Caleb Hitzman. Nice move right to the hoop, puts it up and in. First basket for Shelton. That's a tie ball game, minute and a half into the contest. Jackson, swing it over near side. It's Miller, and a whistle away from the ball. It's going to go on a Highclimber. It'll go on Badia Brown. First personal. Sideline inbounds.
It'll actually be baseline inbounds now. Jackson inbounds it. Fade away, partially blocked by Baker, and here come the Highclimbers. Kenyon speeds up to midcourt, finds Hitzman to the three-point arc, to Thompson, top of the key. Gonna hesitate, drive right to the hoop, put it up. Oh, it popped out, rebound pulled down by Casteller. And here come the Seahawks. That's Brinkman with it. High post feed now to Baker, and a reset. Over it goes to Miller. Miller drives to the middle. Takes some steps, and that's turnover. I have 2 on Peninsula. 5:47 to go, first quarter, 2-2. Hitzman will bring it up this time. Ty Thompson now to the foul line. Back to Hitzman. Back to Thompson. Thompson will drive baseline to the basket. Try to shuffle it to Brown in the middle. He's fouled on the pass off, however. There'll be 3 team fouls on Peninsula. And Dustin Baker picked up his second personal. And Caleb Lehow is going to be into the ballgame for Peninsula. Baseline inbounds. Kenyon will lob it in to Thompson. Thompson finds a cutter. That's Travis Colbinson, and the Highclimbers are up 2. Miller with it beyond the three-point arc. Looking at faded down low to Lehow. Up top, quick passes around the horn. That's Casteller. Hooks in the middle. I think he's throwing it to the guy with the striped shirt. I have the 3 turnovers on Peninsula early on. Kenyon will get the ball in the backcourt for Shelton. Ty Thompson gets it right over to Travis Colbinson. He's going to drive the foul line. Kick it out to Thompson. Thompson drives to the middle. Going to go right to the hoop. Puts it up with a left hand. It's a 4-point lead for Peninsula, and there's a foul on the pass up the court on the Highclimbers. Jason Kenyon. Nope, it'll be Badia Brown, his second personal. Here comes Malik Freeman. It'll be Peninsula ball, far sideline inbounds. As Bachorn is in there as well for Peninsula. Brinkman comes away with it. Finds Miller. Miller reverse layup, that goes in. Jason Kenyon with the ball to Ty Thompson at the top. He's going to drive side of the paint right to the hoop again, lays it up and in. 4 points for Ty so far tonight, and the lead is now 4. Matching the largest lead of the night for the Highclimbers. Miller. Quick passes, Brinkman. Kick it out, 3 on the way by Costellar. Air ball, Kenyon just caught the rebound like he's catching a pass. And here comes Jason. Try to get up to Freeman. It's deflected and stolen away. And then a pass is deflected out of bounds. So Miles Rupert will step on for the Seahawks. And who else is in there? Anders Vogel for Peninsula. Bachorn with it now. To the corner, near side. Up to the elbow. That's Casteller. He'll drive the foul line. Stop. Kick it out to Miller. Miller, side of the paint, pull-up jumper. No. Rebound. Colbinson had it, lost it, but there's a whistle. I think it'll go on Peninsula. 4 on the Seahawks. And Vogel picked up his first. Comes Jason Kenyon for Shelton with a 4-point lead. Ty Thompson gonna be left alone, shuffles it down to Freeman off the glass and in for Malik. And the Highclimbers are up 6. Timeout. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Peninsula ball coming out of the timeout. Highclimbers lead by 6 early on, 3:02 to go first quarter, 10-4. Shelton up, Peninsula with the ball. That's Miller. Quick passes. And Rupert trying to make a move to the hoop, and it looks like it's going to be another foul on the Seahawks. Rupert picked up his first. 5 team fouls on Peninsula, and I have 4 turnovers on them as well. Jason Kenyon dancing around, finds Ty Thompson, near side to Hitzman. Hitzman back to Thompson. Fade away at the side of the paint. Oh, what a touch. 6 points for Ty so far tonight, and the lead is 8. Comes Miller for Peninsula. It's got a lane. Going to be a blocking foul on Jason Kenyon, I believe. Yeah. It's the 3rd team foul, and Jason's first. Tyler Auld up off the Highclimber bench to check in, replacing Travis Colbinson. It's Seahawk ball under the backboard, or in the baseline, I should say, to the right of the backboard. Miller will lob it in, and a little alley-oop there to Casteller is good. Jason Kenyon with the ball. Had it stolen away nearly. Got the ball back. Spins away from the defense. And he'll throw it to Ty Thompson. Thompson over to Hitzman. Hitzman trying to dribble, penetrate. Finds Thompson. Thompson, couple dribbles. Nice step around. Can't finish. Malik Freeman pulled down the rebound, and it's tied up. But I think Malik had his hand on, or his foot actually, on the baseline, so that'll go over to the Seahawks. 1:51 to go first quarter, 12-6. Shelton up. Peninsula with the ball. Brinkman will step back onto the court for Peninsula. Miller will inbounds it, as it's a full court press by the Highclimbers. Inbounds to Buckhorn. And here comes Miller. Hand it off to Brinkman. Brinkman over to Buckhorn. Buckhorn guarded by Auld. Up to Brinkman. Brinkman gets a screen. Near steal by Malik Freeman. He's staying with it. And the ball's knocked into backcourt where Buckhorn will gather it. And here comes the Seahawks. 3 on the way by number 3 Miller. It goes in. 7 points for Sam so far tonight. And the lead is down to 3 for Shelton. Here comes Jason Kenyon. Going to take a lane, step back to the box, throw it across the court to Hitzman. Hitzman try to leave it for Freeman, and the ball is free. It's going to be a scramble for it. I'm not sure what the call is going to be. So jump ball. Some instructions and discussion. This has been a little bit physical early. So we're getting some elbows thrown and a warning on both teams. I believe it's going to be, is it going to be high climber ball? No. Should let us know what's going on here. Okay. We have a delay in action as they're going to discuss things here. We'll figure out what's going on. I think there was a technical foul called. So Jared Brinkman's going to shoot a couple of technical free throws. Got the first one. Get another one. Got them both. So after the free throws, it's going to be Seahawk ball. Really wishing to know what was going on, as they're still talking to coaches and players. So it'll be Seahawk ball in their front court. Number 20 on the Highclimbers checked in. Don't know who that is. Who's 20? Who's 20? Adam. Colesby. Thank you. So Adam Colesby is number 20, who's in for the Highclimbers. We still have delays. We're still trying to figure it all out. So when we get this thing going, we're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. 1 point lead for the Highclimbers. And here come the Seahawks. That's Costellar on the far sidelines, looking to find somebody to throw it to. He'll get it to Brinkman, and Brinkman will dribble it around to this side. Throw it up to Costellar. To Miller. Miller lobs it down low to Lehow. And there's 9 on the shot clock. Miller goes into the hoop and has it blocked and recovered by, looks like Ty Thompson. Ty gets the ball. Back to Kenyon. Swing it over opposite side to Colesby. Colesby dribble penetrates, finds Thompson. Thompson, straight up shot that falls in. Ty with 8 points tonight. And the lead is 3. And the quarter is running down. Mid-court shot that's going to come up way short. And we're heading into the second quarter. Shelton up 14-11. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Ready for a swift kick of energy? Try Electro Delight Citrus Bars, formulated by mad scientists to give you boosts of superb human energy while replacing what your body loses during exercise, preventing painful muscle cramps, and revitalizing your body and mind. Each Electro Delights bar is all natural, caffeine-free, gluten-free, vegan, and packed with electrolytes. Based on a traditional Turkish delight candy recipe, they're delicious with only 55 calories. For more information and to order Electro Delights, check out electrodelights.com.
And we're back here waiting for the start of the second quarter, 14-11. Shelton up. They led 3 at this point. They led by as many as 8 in the first quarter. Ty Thompson leads all scorers with 8 points so far in the ballgame. Sam Miller leads the Seahawks with 7. And it will be Seahawk ball coming out of the time between quarters. See, we have Jackson back in there working with Kesteller, Brinkman. Let's see here, Baker back in, and Lehau. For the high climbers, it's Ald, Colesby, Kenyon, Cole. Cole Forsman's in there, and Malik Freeman. Inbounds to Brinkman into back court. And we're underway here, second quarter. 3-point lead for the high climbers. Seahawks with the ball. High post feed to Baker. Baker turns and faces the basket. Out to Lehau and over to opposite side. And that's Jackson. Jackson up top now to Kesteller. Back to Jackson. Jackson looks court over. Back up top. And a hook pass in the middle. Took steps going to the hoop. Was Dustin Baker, but it counts. A 1-point lead for the high climbers. Jason Kenyon with the ball for Shelton. Going to spread things out. Over to Colesby. Near side now to Ald. It's like Peninsula's in a zone. Up top, now Ald. Back to Colesby. Over to Kenyon. Kenyon, they're going to say he took steps. Wow. Third turnover on high climbers. 7:04 to go, second quarter. 1-point lead, and we have a timeout. We'll take it. It's Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
7:04 to go, second quarter. High climbers up 1. Seahawks will have the ball. Have to go the length of the court, or at least 3/4 of the court. They had the game plan the last trip up to cut the 3-point lead to 1. Here comes Brinkman. Brinkman to the side of the paint, down to the box. Wisely turns around. Lob it up to Kesteller. Back to Brinkman. Brinkman looking the court over, looking for Baker down on the box. Gets it to Baker. He'll go to work, put it up and in. It's second consecutive basket for Dustin. It's 4 points tonight, and the Seahawks have the lead again by 1. Colesby around the horn now. It's Ald. Ald looking for Forsman. Gets it up top to Colesby. Colesby back to Ald. Ald for 3. Yep. That's Tyler's first basket, and the lead is to 2 for Shelton, and a foul crossing midcourt, and that will go on Adam Colesby. His first 4th team foul, actually 5th team foul on Shelton. Miller will step onto the court, and he'll replace Jackson for Peninsula. Miller will inbounds it to Brinkman in backcourt. Brinkman to the 3-point arc, hand it off to Lehau. And a whistle away from the ball on Peninsula. Dustin Baker picked up his 3rd personal. And returning to the lineup, Anders Vogel for the Seahawks. It's Climber ball now. 6:04 to go here, second quarter. 2-point lead for Shelton. They have the rock. Over to Colesby. Swing it over Ald, opposite side. Up top to Colesby. Back to Ald. Ald takes the 3 again. That's a little short. Rebound crashing the board. That should go white, but they say it's on green. A good way to change your mind there, referee. Everybody in the building, but you thought it was a green ball. So it's a baseline inbounds for Shelton. Kenyon will trigger the play. Left of the backboard. Looks in the middle, throws it up top to Colesby. Colesby will put it on the floor. Finds Freeman. Back to Kenyon. Kenyon to Colesby. Now to Ald. Ald had an opening there for a moment. To Colesby, quick pass side of the paint to Forsman to Freeman. Freeman can't handle that pass. And he comes away with it out to Ald. Ald top of the key for 3. Oh, yes. 5-point lead for the Highclimbers. 5:20 to go here in the half. Here comes Brinkman over to Miller. And a 5 count on Miller. Boy, that is the 7th turnover on the Seahawks. 5-point lead for 5-point lead for the Highclimbers. Ty Thompson and Noah Benson want to check in. The referee won't let him come on, but Highclimbers only have 4 players out there. Oh, no, there's 5. So the substitutions are made. So Noah Benson is in for the first time tonight, working with Ald, Kenyon, Freeman, and Ty Thompson, who also checked in. So here comes Kenyon. Jason high post feed had that poked out of his hands. And here come the Seahawks, Miller. Up to Brinkman, high post feed to Vogel. Vogel tried to lace a pass down low, overthrew the intended target, and a turnover. Caleb Hitzman will step onto the court for Shelton after the turnover to Peninsula. And Rupert will step back on for the Seahawks. Under 5 minutes to go here in the half. Caleb Hitzman will bring the ball up for Shelton, leading by 5. Caleb to the top of the key, over to Benson. And opposite side now to Ald. Ald, high post feed to Thompson. Dribbles out of the key, finds Hitzman. Hitzman for 3, yes! That's Caleb's 2nd basket of the night. 5 points for him, and the lead is back up to 8. Quickly, the Seahawks come the other way. Nice hop to the hoop by Casteller, missed it. And Ty Thompson pulls down the rebound, comes out of the pack. Up to Benson. Noah back to Thompson. Thompson up fake, stops, had the ball poked out of his hands, got it back, going to go right to the hoop, put it up short, and the rebound goes to Lee Howe. Here comes Miller slowing the pace down for Peninsula. Lee Howe with it, tried to lace it down low, deflected out of bounds, another turnover by Peninsula. I have 9. Roman Bockhorn steps back onto the court for Peninsula. I believe there was another substitution. I don't see it right at the moment as Caleb Hitzman trying to get by Miller. Finds Ald at the top. Back to Hitzman. Hitzman's high post feed to Ty Thompson, and playing over the top of him is Casteller. That's 17 fouls on the Seahawks. And Kessler picked up his first. So Ty Thompson's at the line for 2 free throws. His first trip to the free throw line for the Highclimbers tonight. Or actually, his first of a 1-on-1, pardon me. He got it, so he'll get another one. And it's a 9-point lead at the moment for Shelton, their largest of the night. Make it 10. Here comes Brinkman quickly the other way for the Seahawks. He'll step back. Throw it to Miller. That's Rupert. And Casteller draws a crowd. Back to Rupert. Rupert to the foul line. Kicking out to Brinkman. Brinkman bodied in, and there's going to be a charge called on Brinkman. That'll be his first 8th team foul. Oh, and that also goes down as a 10th team turnover. Wow. 3:24 goes, second quarter. 10-point lead for Shelton. The Highclimbers have the rock. Caleb Hitzman will bring it up for Shelton. Met at midcourt by Miller. To Ty Thompson. Thompson Looking for somebody to pass it to. Finally gets it to Hitzman. Hitzman directing some traffic, looking for Freeman. He'll drive in. He's bumped, no whistle. Scoops it to the hoop and scores. 7 points for Caleb. And it's a 12-point lead for Shelton, their largest of the night. Brinkman, top of the key. Oh, there's a no call there as Rupert drives to the hoop, puts it up and in. First basket for Rupert. And Ald can't handle the ball, and there's a timeout called. And I have 5 turnovers on Shelton. We'll take one. We'll be right back. It's Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Seahawk ball coming out of the timeout. 2 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the half. 10-point lead for the Highclimbers. It's like the Highclimbers are going to go full court press here. Miller will inbounds it from the back court in the baseline. Checking the court for some moisture in the key. So you've got Kenyon, Thompson, Ald, Hitzman, and Freeman out there for the Highclimbers. Miller, Brinkman, Bachman, Costello, and Rupert out there for the Seahawks, and Brinkman has the ball. It's a nice matchup here. Casteller trying to go to work, backs down, puts up one up, and had Malik Freeman hanging on him and put it up and in. It's only the second basket for Seth. Ty Thompson with the ball for the Highclimbers. Gonna go to work, spins into the paint, puts it up, missed the shot, rebound, Casteller out of the pack. Throws it up to Brinkman to the side of the paint, big hop in the paint, kick it out. Casteller for 3 at the top, yep. 7 points for Seth. And the lead is down to 5. Kenyon slowing the pace down for Shelton. Throws it to Ald up top. High post feed to Thompson. Thompson gonna go to work, 1-on-1, goes right to the hoop, puts it up and in with a man in his face. Thompson with 11 points. And out of control is Brinkman going the other way, but a whistle on the Highclimbers. There'll be 16 fouls on Shelton. And Jason Kenyon picked up his second. Caleb Lehow will step back onto the court for Peninsula, replacing Brinkman. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Seahawks. Miller will trigger the play from right to the backboard. 1:22 to go in the half. We'll have another treat of the Shelton dance team at halftime. It's a 7-point lead for Shelton at the moment. And Peninsula has led by 4 in the first quarter. They cut the lead of the Highclimbers down to 4. Inbounds to Casteller. He's going to go right to the hole, put it up, missed it. His tap back doesn't fall. Ty Thompson pulls down the rebound, protects it, and here come the Highclimbers. Caleb Hitzman dances his way with a nice ball handling. Finds Jason Kenyon. Kenyon up top with a minute to go. Ty Thompson over to Ald. Now to Hitzman, down to the box to Freeman. Had it deflected. Freeman's going to go to work. Takes a nice little step to the hoop, puts it up and in. Malik's second basket of the night. 4 points for him, and it's a 9-point lead for Shelton. Here comes Bockhorn. Over to Lehow. Up to Miller. Miller's going to go to work, and he's going to draw a foul. Offensive foul. And I have 11 turnovers on Peninsula. 2 personals on Miller. And 9 team fouls on the Seahawks. Here comes Jason Kenyon to Ty Thompson between the circles. Going to go to work. Trying to dribble penetrate. Steps by the defense twice, but they're going to call foul as he missed the shot. Wow. Thought for sure they're going to get him for a travel. It's like, is it Rupert? Miles Rupert picked up his second. And Ty Thompson is back to the free throw line, where he's 1 for 2. He has 11 points so far tonight. Missed the first one, he'll get another one. 21.9 seconds to go here in the half. Second one goes in. It's a 10-point lead for Shelton. Seahawks with the ball with 20 seconds to go now. Miller spins across midcourt. Far sideline, that's Kesteller. A step back, gonna hold for the last shot. 9, 8, 7. Kessler finds Miller. Miller back to Kessler. Top of the key for 3. That's off. Rebound goes to Hitzman, and that'll end the half. Shelton Highclimbers lead the Peninsula Seahawks at half, 32-22. We'll be right back to Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live broadcasts of high school basketball in Mason County. Thursday night, the Shelton girls wrap up the regular season in the Mini-Dome against South Sound Conference foe Yelm. Tip-off between the Lady Climbers and the Tornadoes is at 7. That's South Sound Conference girls high school basketball, the Yelm Tornadoes at the Shelton Highclimbers, Thursday night only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Growing industries in Mason County flow through the Port of Shelton. Whether it be the Sanderson Field Business Park, the Johns Prairie Industrial Complex, or Oakland Bay Marina, our region is seeing a diverse array of products and employment opportunities, bringing prosperity to the people in our communities. The Port of Shelton, promoting economic growth since 1948.
Enjoy family night and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Ready for a swift kick of energy? Try Electro Delights Citrus Spotters, formulated by mad scientists to give you boosts of superb human energy while replacing what your body loses during exercise, preventing painful muscle cramps, and revitalizing your body and mind. Each Electro Delights bar is all natural, caffeine-free, gluten-free, vegan, and packed with electrolytes. Based on a traditional Turkish delight candy recipe, they're delicious with only 55 calories. For more information and to order Electro Delights, check out electrodelights.com.
The Shelton basketball teams are heading to the West Central Southwest District Tournament, and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will bring you all the action. From the tip-off to the final buzzer of every playoff game the Highclimber girls and boys play in the 16-team double elimination tournaments. You can show your support for Shelton High School athletics by becoming a broadcast sponsor. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, right now for more information.
And we're back in the Mini-Dome. A couple minutes before we start the third quarter. A couple things to pass along to you. We talked about the turnovers, but the Seahawks actually had a lead here in the first quarter of 4, I believe, early. Highclimbers came back and led by 8 in the first quarter, and extended that to 12 in the second. Seahawks mounted a little bit of a comeback, cut it down to 4, and then you see the halftime score there at 10, the 10-point lead for Shelton. Well, next up for the Shelton boys, they have one more home game this season. It's Tuesday night against Timberline. The Shelton girls are on the road for the next 2 games, tonight and Tuesday, and then they wrap up the regular season a week from yesterday, Thursday, right here in the Mini-Dome against Young. Well, we're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Waiting for the start of the third quarter. It'll be a high climber ball to start out the third quarter. They have Badia Brown, Hitzman, Thompson, Colbinson, and Kenyon on the court. For the Seahawks, you got Dustin Baker. He has 3 personals, by the way. Castler, let's see here, Miller, Brinkman, and Jackson. So the ball goes in the back court to Kenyon, and we're underway for third quarter. Kenyon with the dribbles. Throw it over to Hitzman. Hands it off to Ty Thompson. Thompson to the top of the key, over to Hitzman, open for 3. Nope. Rebound goes to Kenyon, ripped away by Brinkman. They're going to call a jump ball. And that will be Seahawk ball. High climbers going full court press. Brinkman gets the inbounds, however, without any trouble. Bring it across midcourt. Trying to get it to a man who cut down court instead of going up, and that'll be a dozen turnovers on Peninsula. The first offensive possession, and they turn the ball over. Here comes Jason Kenyon for Shelton. Looking for Ty Thompson, throws it over to Hitzman. Back to Kenyon. Kenyon puts it up, misses shot, partially blocked. Ball's tapped, and here comes Casteller. Casteller on the run for the Seahawks. To Miller. Miller for 3 at the top. No. Rebound. Tracked down by Jason Kenyon. Long rebounds. Lots of bodies flying everywhere. Here comes Hitzman into the corner to Colbinson. Colbinson for 3 in the corner. No. Rebound pulled down by Miller. He'll throw it up to Casteller. He'll hop to the hoop, put it up and in. Comes Jason Kenyon the other way for Shelton. Ty Thompson between the circles, and Colbinson can't quite handle that one. That's 6 turnovers on Shelton. 6:35 to go, third quarter, 32-24. Shelton with the lead, Peninsula with the ball. In the full court press, inbounds to Brinkman. Brinkman met by Ty Thompson. Casteller has it near side now. Looks for Baker. Baker draws a foul on Ty Thompson, I believe. Yep, that'll be Ty's first personal. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Seahawks. Jackson will trigger the play from the right of the backboard into Casteller. Nice spin move. Puts it off the glass, and it drops in. 4 points for the Seahawks in the quarter, all by Seth. Approaching 6 minutes to go in the third. Jason Kenyon trying to get by Jackson defensively. Jackson finally touches him enough to draw a whistle. That'll be the first team foul on Peninsula. Dane Jackson picked up his first personal. It'll be far sideline inbounds between the scorer's table and the bench for the High Climbers. Colbinson gets it in through Hitzman, and Hitzman will set the play. Caleb had dribbled it off a foot. Ball's free. Caleb goes down to it. The ball's tapped to the front court. Still a scramble for it. Who comes away with it? Jackson. Jackson in traffic. He draws a foul on the High Climber, although there's elbows flying everywhere, and there was a warning in the first half about throwing elbows. Second team foul for the High Climbers will go to Casey Badia Brown. That'll be 3 on Casey. Malik Freeman will get up off the bench and check in. And a timeout has been called. 32-26, 5:43 to go, third quarter. Shelton had the ball. When we come back, it's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
I was wrong. It's Peninsula ball coming out of the timeout. Baseline inbounds. Jackson looking for somebody, finds Baker. Baker to the hoop, puts it up, missed it. Rebound goes to Miller. There's still a fight for it, however, and down to the floor everybody goes. Jump ball called. That should go over to the Highclimbers. Boy, this has been a really physical game. And nobody's given up at all here. 5:38 to go in the third quarter. Shelton up by 6, 32-26. The Highclimbers have the ball. Hitzman will get it into Kenyon. And here comes Jason. One-on-one by Jackson trying to find a seam. Chest pass near side to Colbinson. He loses the handle. Ball's free, and looks like Baker comes away with it. And here comes Jackson for Peninsula. Near side to Brinkman. Brinkman's got Colbinson on him. Drives baseline. Banging bodies. Kicked. Pass out's kicked. And a reset of the shot clock after the kick ball. Tyler Auld will step on for the Highclimbers, replacing Travis Colbinson. But a Seahawk ball left of the backboard. Miller will trigger the play. Gets it into Casteller. He'll drive baseline. Stripped of the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Seahawks. Baseline again, this time right of the backboard. And then whistle away from the ball. It's offensive. And Dustin Baker just picked up his 4th personal foul. He'll have to sit down. And Caleb Lehow, excuse me, checks in. Here comes Jason Kenyon for the Highclimbers. Finds Ty Thompson side of the paint. Stops to trailer hook pass. Now Hitzman, and another steal by Casteller. Casteller on the run for the Seahawks, puts it up, dropped out, and it draws a foul, however. Tyler Auld picked up his first personal for Shelton. 3 team fouls on the Highclimbers, 2 on the Seahawks. Seth Casteller is at the free throw line, first time tonight. Got the first one. He'll get another one. Seahawks have only been to the line twice in this ball game. The first was the first quarter on a technical foul. Let's see, Rupert will step onto the court for Peninsula as the Seahawks' Seth Casteller hits the second free throw. It's 13 points in the ball game. There's Auld with it, finds Kenyon to Hitzman. Hitzman will get it to Ty Thompson to the foul line, hesitates, spinning into the hoop. Little light teardrop, doesn't fall, and the rebound pulled down by Miller. And here comes Brinkman. Brinkman tops the key. Steps back, resets for the Seahawks. Near side to Casteller. Casteller had a mismatch, and he forces a turnover, actually. That was good defense by Hitzman. And I have 15 turnovers on Peninsula. Shelton has yet to score here in the third quarter, and we're closing in on the 4-minute mark here. Here comes Kenyon. Needs some help. Hooks it to Thompson, cutting the bucket. Nice little move. Puts it up and in. Ty breaks the stalemate for Shelton, or the drought, I should say. The first basket of the third quarter comes about midway through, a little bit more than midway through. Rupert with it, far side. Get it to Brinkman. High post feed to Lehow. Into the corner of Brinkman, back to Lehow. Lehow going to work. Kick it out to Miller. Miller driving baseline, hooks it to Lehow. And out it goes. Driving to the hoop is Casteller. He'll put it up and in and draw the foul. Been going to the 6'4" Seth Casteller in this quarter. And Malik Freeman picked up his first. That's 4 team fouls on Shelton in the quarter. And Casteller has a possibility of a three-point play, and he gets it. He's perfect at the free throw line, 3 for 3. Jason Kenyon with the ball for the Highclimbers. Now, after Hitzman had it, now to Ty Thompson. Down to Freeman. Freeman up and in. Malik with 6 points. There's Brinkman over to Miller. Near side, Casteller. Casteller with 3. Yes! And there's Jason Kenyon. High post feed to Hitzman. Hitzman loses a handle on the ball. Ball's free. And down they go. Jump ball called. That'll go over to the Seahawks. Here comes Brinkman for the Seahawks to three-point arc. Wisely turns around, finds Miller over to the far side at Rupert. Back up top to Miller, gets a screen. Tried to lob it over Malik Freeman, bats it back to him. And here comes Miller again. Cross court it goes to Brinkman, down to Rupert. Rupert off the glass and in. And it's a tie ball game. Hitzman, top of the key for the Highclimbers, bounces down to Freeman. Freeman going to work, draws a double team, kicks it out to Ald in the corner for 3. Yep. Brinkman quickly the other way for the Seahawks. Bounce it over to Casteller. Casteller goes to work. Big hop, lobs it down to Leho, and he light it up and in. Minute and a half to go here in the quarter. Ty Thompson with the ball. Now to Jason Kenyon. Over to Hitzman. Caleb cross court to Ald and back to Thompson. 12 on the shot clock. There's Hitzman with it. Gets a screen from Thompson. Won't take it. Going to shuffle his way over now, working with 5. Up top to Ald for 3. Yep, nope, actually short. And here come the Seahawks. Miller over to Brinkman. Fakes the 3. Shuffles it to Miller. Miller for 3. Nope, rebound goes to Ty Thompson. Jason Kenyon will step back over to Hitzman near side, down to Malik Freeman, trying to go to work. Rejected, saved in bounds, but right to Casteller. Casteller up to Miller. Miller to the three-point arc near side. He'll step back, set the play. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Hand it off to Casteller. Now there's Miller at the top. Kick it out to Brinkman for 3 in the far corner. That's off. Rebound Freeman for the Highclimbers. 13 on the game clock. And here comes Jason Kenyon. Throws it up to Ald. Ald for 3. Yes! Comes Brinkman. Launches up a half quarter. Ooh, nope. And we head to the fourth quarter. Shelton up 42-38. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Call you back. Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there.
What a day.
With car insurance for when things go wrong.
What a day!
But also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
It'll be Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout between the quarters. Leading by 4. Adam Colesby will start out by inbounding it, working with Kenyon, Ald, Badia Brown, and Ty Thompson. That's Kenyon with the ball now. Up top to Ty. He's going to try to drive. Puts it up and in and draws the foul. Ty with 16 points. Unfortunately, Ty is 2 for 4 at the free throw line tonight. He has 16 points, as I mentioned. He can make it 17 and increase the Highclimber lead. Made it. And here comes Brinkman quickly for the Seahawks. That's Rupert. Rupert looking down low for Vogel. Vogel trying to go baseline. Threw it out and trying to get it to Buckhorn. Can't handle that one, out of bounds. Turnover, number 16. So let's see here. It'll be Highclimber ball in the backcourt. Ald will get it in to Kenyon. Kenyon speeds across midcourt. Throws it to Ty Thompson. Now to Coldsby. Coldsby to the foul line. Stops, finds Kenyon. Kenyon took step. Nope, an offensive foul away from the ball. Goldsby picked up his second personal foul. Malik Freeman will step on for Shelton. And let's see here. Is it Casteller back in there? No, it's Jackson. So you got Buckhorn, Miller, Jackson, Casteller, and Dustin Baker. Playing with 4 fouls is Baker. 7:19 to go here in the ball game. Shelton up 7. Oh, and Brown has returned for Shelton. Got a mismatch up here in the front court with Kenyon on Casteller. There's about a foot or so difference between us there, maybe a half a foot. Jackson gets the inbounds. And here comes the Seahawks out to Miller. Miller driving baseline and draws the foul on the Highclimbers. That'll be 16 fouls on Shelton. Personal foul will go on Malik Freeman, his second. 16 fouls on Shelton, 3 on Peninsula. 7:07 to go in the ball game. Let's see here. Hitzman will step back onto the court. Kenyon will sit down for Shelton. Jackson inbounds it. Throws it to Casteller. Casteller up top to Buckhorn. Near side now, Jackson. Jackson drives baseline on Ald. Gets some help from Freeman. Missed the shot, but drew the foul on Malik, I believe. That puts Highclimbers at the 7 foul mark. No, but actually it's going to go on Ald. No, wait a minute. Yep, it went on Ald. It's his second. And Dane Jackson at the free throw line. for 2. Missed the first one. He'll get another one. Says first trip to the line he has yet to score tonight. Second one does go in, though. Caleb Hitzman will bring the ball up for Shelton. Got a lane, lost the ball. Here comes Jackson. Jackson's going to go, well, he gets ripped of the ball, and here comes Malik Freeman, and he loses the ball to Jackson. Jackson one-on-one. He'll find Casteller. Up to Jackson. Jackson back to Casteller, looking low. Back to Jackson, looking for Baker. And nearly a steal there, but Casteller has the ball. He's going to go one-on-one. Fade away in the paint goes in. 24 points. And we have a timeout. Full one. We'll take it. This is Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living in Shelton. Find out for yourself by scheduling a tour to see the senior living community at 1700 North 13th Loop. Call 360-427-0300 to set up a time, or you can attend one of Maple Glen's community events. Maple Glen is holding a movie night on January 28th. For more information and to RSVP for one of these events, call Maple Glen at 360-427-0300. The Shelton basketball teams are heading to the West Central Southwest District Tournament, and Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC, will bring you all the action. From the tip-off to the final buzzer of every playoff game, the Highclimber girls and boys play in the 16-team double elimination tournaments. You can show your support for Shelton High School athletics by becoming a broadcast sponsor. Contact Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC, right now for more information.
Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. Here comes Caleb Hitzman. Hitzman holding the ball. His team leading by 4. Throws it over to Ty Thompson. Now to Goldsby. Goldsby, hand it to Ald. Highclimber's going to run some clock here, it looks like. Shot clock down to 10. There's Ty Thompson going one-on-one. Draws a crowd. Bounces it to Casey Badia-Brown, puts it up, and it drops in. Casey's first basket tonight. Jackson with it for Peninsula. Throws it over to Casteller. Casteller into the corner. And that's Miller going to work, trying to draw it in. Fade away, partially blocked. Recovered. It's a block by Thompson, recovered by Goldsby. And here comes Caleb Hitzman. Hitzman stops and bounces it to Ty Thompson. Thompson will dribble over to far side. Hand it off to Hitzman. Hitzman steps back. Is going to draw out the defense. Over to Ty Thompson. 10 on the shot clock. Ty going to go to work. He's going to be bumped and fouled. A sideline inbounds. That'll be 4 team fouls on Peninsula. And the first on Seth Casteller. Actually, I have 2 on him. Jason Kenyon will step onto the court. And Goldsby will sit down. It'll be Highclimber ball, sideline inbounds right in front of Coach Pringle. Ald will trigger the play. Fakes to the corner, gets it into Hitzman near midcourt. Finds Ty Thompson. Thompson. Nice hesitation, bounce it down, extra pass to Brown. Oh, put it up a little too short, rebound Casteller. Here comes Brinkman. Brinkman up top, Casteller. He took steps, no whistle, bumps bodies, throws it out into the corner. It's Miller. Miller to Brinkman. Brinkman back up top to Casteller. He'll take the 3. He'll hit it. I have 27 points for Seth tonight. A 3-point lead for Shelton. 4:20 to go in the ball game. There's Ty Thompson. Back out to Kenyon. Kenyon trying to run the clock. 18 on the shot clock. And a whistle away from the ball. I think that'll go on Badia Brown, unfortunately. I have 4 on Casey. And let's see, I have 12 turnovers on Shelton. Midway through the fourth quarter, 3-point lead for Shelton. Peninsula with the ball, Brinkman with it. So whistle on the pass off. They're going to get Badia Brown on some contact, a little pushy tic-tac foul down low. There's a lot of physicality on this game, and Brown just fouled out. Malik Freeman will step on to replace Badia Brown. So the Highclimber lineup is Freeman, Thompson, Ald, Hitzman, and Kenyon. The Seahawk lineup is Jackson, Brinkman, and Baker, and as well as Castella. Missed the free throw, did Brinkman. It's Freeman with the ball. And another turnover, but ball's still free. Ball pokes free, and it's still free. And finally, Casteller comes away with it. Wow. He's going to go coast to coast. No, a little wait whistle on that one. And the 6'4" Seth Casteller will go to the line on the 10th team foul on Shelton. I think it's Jason Kenyon picking up his 3rd personal. Casteller is 3 for 3 at the free throw line. He has 27 points. Got the first one. So Zach Jonker will step onto the court first time tonight, replacing Malik Freeman. I guess they're not going to. Is it a legal substitution? Yes or no? A lot of discussion with this refereeing crew tonight. So Casteller will have another free throw. He has 28 points, make it 29. Perfect at the free throw line. And the Highclimber lead is 1. Jason Kenyon up the far sidelines, behind the back dribble. Throws it to Ty Thompson. Thompson with the dribble, spinning, driving, drawing about a double team fadeaway off the glass. The bank is open for Ty tonight. And the lead is back up to 3. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. 3-point lead for Shelton. Peninsula with the ball. Casteller with it. Can try and drive baseline on Thompson. Turned away. Top of the key for 3 for number 3. Yes! Miller, 10 points tonight. Tie ball game. Jason Kenyon up the center of the court now. Over to Ty Thompson. Ty Thompson going to work again, one-on-one. Nope, they'll get it to Hitzman. Hitzman's going to drive to the box. Leave it for Ald, but lose the handle. It's going to go off a body. They're going to say turnover on the Highclimbers. That'll be 13 turnovers on Shelton. 2:29 to go in the ball game, all knotted up at 49. Timeout called. We'll step aside. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
Is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Seahawks ball coming out of the timeout. Tied up at 49, 2:29 to go in the ball game. Inbounds to Baker, and the ball is poked free. Brinkman puts a shoulder down, but no call. He's drawing a double team, throws it to Jackson in backcourt, and we have a timeout by the Seahawks. We'll be right back to Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
The Shelton basketball teams are heading to the West Central Southwest District Tournament, and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will bring you all the action. From the tip-off to the final buzzer of every playoff game, the Highclimber girls and boys play in the 16-team double elimination tournaments. You can show your support for Shelton High School athletics by becoming a broadcast sponsor. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, right now for more information.
Seahawks ball coming out of the timeout. Just shy of midcourt. Almost had a 10 count there, bringing it up the last time. Brinkman will trigger the play from their backcourt side. Inbounds goes to Jackson. Jackson steps across midcourt. No trouble this time, but he's bothered by Ald. Over to Miller, far side. Looking for Casteller. He'll put it on the floor. Miller to the foul line. Out to Brinkman. Brinkman for three. No. Rebound over the top is Baker. He's out. Baker just fouled out. That'll be 5 team fouls, on the Seahawks. 2:04 to go, and Baker finishes with 4 points. Who stepped in for him? Who's going to step in for him? It'll be Rupert, Miles Rupert. So you got Jonker, Thompson, Hitzman, Kenyon, and Ald on the court for Shelton. It's Highclimber ball. Hitzman will get the inbounds from backcourt. Here comes Caleb. Caleb throws it over the corner to Jonker. Jonker back up to Hitzman. Hitzman holds the ball, finds Thompson between the circles. Near side now, Kenyon. Kenyon one dribble over to Ald. Ald to Hitzman. Into the corner, Kenyon fakes the three. Down to Ty Thompson, up fakes once off the glass, open, popped out. Almost had his own rebound, but Brinkman pulled it down. Here come the Seahawks, tie ball game, minute 35 to go. Here comes Miller now. Miller hands it off to Brinkman. And now Casteller going to work, lost the ball. Steal by Thompson. Thompson 2-on-2, they're going the other way. Gonna go to the hole. Blocked and fouled by Miller. 2 shots coming for Ty Thompson. That'll be the 6th-team foul for Peninsula, and Miller picked up his 3rd personal. Thompson's at the line for 2 free throws. He is 3 for 5 at the free throw line. First free throw goes in. It's 20 points tonight. Thompson with another free throw. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound. Casteller knocked into his own player. He'll have the ball, and we have a whistle as Jackson comes away with a finger to the eye or something. I'm not sure. Maybe he took a elbow to the nose. Yeah, he's bleeding. And he'll have to step out. Coming in will be Lee Howe. There's blood on the court right at the moment, right in front of the Peninsula bench. They'll clean that up. Minute 7 to go in the ball game. 1 point lead for Shelton. Peninsula will have the ball. Collision between Kessler and Jackson in their back court. And they're still looking to clean up some blood on the court. 1 point lead for Shelton. Peninsula will have the ball. They're still trying to make some cleaning the court up here as they attend to Dane Jackson. Bloody nose, took an elbow or something to the nose going after that rebound. So it'll be sideline front court inbounds for Peninsula. It's like Miller will trigger the play, working with Rupert, Lee Howe, Casteller, and Brinkman. See Raywall over there helping out Mr. Jackson. Fans, student body here for Shelton on their feet. The team, the JV team and the C team for Peninsula on their feet on the other side. Another stoppage of play. We have quite a few of them tonight. Still attending to Jackson. I'm not sure why we're not getting underway here. As they're trying to bring some, I think, some ice over to try to stop the bleeding for Jackson. Also need somebody to do the shot clock, as Raywald's also running the shot clock. So we have another shot clock operator. I'm trying to give it to Paul. Paul runs a clock. Can't do the shot clock as well. Okay, one of the assistants for Shelton is going to do the shot clock. So it'll be Peninsula ball, sideline inbounds. Miller will trigger the play. He's standing right next to his coach between the scorer's table and his bench. 1 point lead for Shelton. Here we go. Inbounds to the back court to Brinkman. Brinkman will bring it across the timeline to the top of the key. Over to Lee Howe, down to Rupert. Rupert got a mismatch. Dobbs double team out to Lee Howe. Lee Howe gets it to Casteller. Kick it into the corner. 3 on the way for Miller. No. Rebound, Ald. Ald puts it on the floor, splits a double team. Throws in the backcourt still. Ty Thompson. And here comes Hitzman. Hitzman crossing midcourt. Leading by 1. Over to Ald. Ald for 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound goes to Miller. Here comes Brinkman. Brinkman the other way for Peninsula. Throws it to the trailer. That's Miller. Miller finds Casteller. Casteller to the foul line. Slips. And he's going to be traveled. Call. Turnover number 19. 26.1 seconds to go in this ball game. 1 point lead for Shelton. Full timeout called. We'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Call you back. Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there.
What a day.
With car insurance for when things go wrong,
What a day!
but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
And we're back here in the mini dome. 26.1 seconds remain in the ball game. 50-49. Highclimbers lead. They will have the ball, I believe, when come out. Is that right? So the Highclimbers have Jonker, Thompson, Ald, Hitzman, and Kenyon. Ald will trigger the play from the backcourt. Throw it in, lob it in. Thompson fouled immediately after receiving that pass. So we'll head to the north end of the mini dome, and it's 1-1 as it's the 7th team foul on Peninsula. Lehow picked up his first. Ty Thompson at the free throw line for the first of a 1-1. And Buckhorn will step back onto the court for the Seahawks. Thompson's front end of the 1-1. Got it. He's 18 points tonight. I'm sorry, 19 points tonight. Missed one of his earlier free throws. And I guess there is going to clear it out here as Thompson will get one free throw. And I think the Highclimbers are going to get the ball back. He missed it. So now Hitzman's going to shoot free throws. Okay, I'm really confused. I don't know what they had here. So Caleb Hitzman is going to the free throw line, his first trip. That should be a 1-1 as well, right? I have to get some clarification on what happened here, but Hitzman's at the free throw line for the first of a 1-1. His first trip to the free throw line. Missed it. Rebound goes to Casteller. Casteller brings it up the far sideline. And full timeout called. We'll take it. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
The Shelton basketball teams are heading to the West Central Southwest District Tournament, and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will bring you all the action. From the tip-off to the final buzzer of every playoff game, the Highclimber girls and boys play in the 16-team double elimination tournaments. You can show your support for Shelton High School athletics by becoming a broadcast sponsor. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, right now for more information.
Peninsula ball coming out of the timeout. 18.2 seconds to go in the ball game, down by 2. They come out. Brinkman will trigger the play from the far sideline. Miller, Buckhorn. Inbounds goes to Miller. Miller kicks it in the corner. 3 on the way, partially deflected, but missed, and rebound tapped out. Casteller with 3. Oh, boy. Nothing bigger there. 5 seconds to go in the ball game, and Casteller hit a 3 to put Peninsula up 1. Timeout has been called. Boy, nothing bigger than that, young man. He's had 10 points in the quarter. It's 32 for the ball game. Wow. Full timeout with 5 seconds to go for the Highclimbers. I think we'll just keep it right here. Seth Casteller has had a stellar game. Like I said, he's had 32 points in the ball game. So right below the crowd, Hitzman will inbounds it. Got to look it in, gets it in to Thompson. Thompson to the foul line, to the hoop, puts it up, blocked, no whistle. Kenyon with the rebound and the putback, but no, that's it, folks. Came down to that. The Peninsula Seahawks sneak away with a 1-point win in the last seconds of this ball game. What a ball game it has been. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Ready for a swift kick of energy? Try Electro Delight Citrus Bars, formulated by mad scientists to give you boosts of superb human energy while replacing what your body loses during exercise, preventing painful muscle cramps, and revitalizing your body and mind. Each Electro Delights bar is all natural, caffeine-free, gluten-free, vegan, and packed with electrolytes. Based on a traditional Turkish delight candy recipe, they're delicious with only 55 calories. For more information and to order Electro Delights, check out electrodelights.com.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live broadcasts of high school basketball in Mason County. Thursday night, the Shelton girls wrap up the regular season in the Mini-Dome against South Sound Conference foe Yelm. Tip-off between the Lady Climbers and the Tornadoes is at 7. That's South Sound Conference girls high school basketball, the Yelm Tornadoes at the Shelton Highclimbers, Thursday night only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Well, you see the final right there. Peninsula Seahawks come in to Shelton and rally and come back for a 1-point lead. Seth Kesteller hit a 3 with 5 seconds to go for the win. It turned out to be the winning score. He finished with 32 points. Let's see here. Sam Miller had 10 in that win. 4 for Miles Rupert, 4 for Dustin Baker before he fouled out. A free throw for Dane Jackson and a basket for Jared, actually 2 free throws for Jared Brinkman. For the Highclimbers in Herculean effort there, Ty Thompson finished with 21 points, 8 for Travis Colbinson, 6 apiece for Malik Freeman and Tyler Auld. Tyler hit 2 threes in the second quarter, 7 for Caleb Hitzman. He had a 3 and a couple of baskets, but missed a free throw. And Casey Badia-Brown had 2 points. Turnovers, let's see, down the stretch. Well, the Seahawks finished with, by my count, 19 for the game. 13 for the Highclimbers. Let's see, 7 in the second half and 8 in the second half. So 7 second half turnovers for Shelton and 8 second half turnovers for Peninsula. Peninsula, 19 turnovers, and you still come away with a win. best, from my knowledge, 13 turnovers for Shelton is about average for them. So let's see here. Peninsula improves to 11-7 on the season, 7-5 in the South Sound Conference. Shelton drops to 7-11, 3-9 in the SSC. Next up for the Shelton boys, they have one more home game this season. It's Tuesday against Timberline. Peninsula, by the way, travels to Central Kitsap on Tuesday as well. Our next broadcast, however, is next Thursday when the Shelton girls wrap up the regular season at home against Yelm. And let's see here. We'll take another timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Growing industries in Mason County flow through the Port of Shelton. Whether it be the Sanderson Field Business Park, the Johns Prairie Industrial Complex, or Oakland Bay Marina, our region is seeing a diverse array of products and employment opportunities, bringing prosperity to the people in our communities. The Port of Shelton, promoting economic growth since 1948.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
The Shelton basketball teams are heading to the West Central Southwest District Tournament, and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will bring you all the action. From the tip-off to the final buzzer of every playoff game the Highclimber girls and boys play in the 16-team double elimination tournaments. You can show your support for Shelton High School athletics by becoming a broadcast sponsor. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, right now for more information.
Stand by one moment here. Dealing with a little bit of technical difficulties. But you can see there that the Peninsula Seahawks sneak away with a 1-point win here in the mini dome. Let's see. Okay, I think we have our technical difficulties figured out. So that will pretty much do it for us in the mini dome tonight. My thanks for everyone for joining us for boys high school basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Our final again, Peninsula 52, Shelton 51, and we'll talk to you next Thursday.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Electro Delights, State Farm Agent Melanie Bacala, Maple Glen Senior Living, and Hood Canal Communications.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.